Let's be honest, parenting in 2026 feels a bit like trying to outrun a content landslide. Between the endless shorts and the surge of AI generated content, keeping your kids' YouTube feed healthy is a full-time job. Hi everyone, we're One Connect, a social enterprise based in Glasgow. We aim to empower individuals by increasing technology and digital participation. Part of the profits from our organisation go towards running our free IT classes and befriending events in the community. Today I'm going to give you 10 quick tips about YouTube's parental controls for kids. First of all, I'd recommend that you familiarise yourself with the YouTube Kids Parents Resources page, which I've linked below. This is the basis for a lot of what I'm going to be talking about today. But without further ado, here are my 10 recommendations for a safe 2026 setup. Number 1. Get to know the Family Centre. Here's how you find it. Open the regular YouTube app on your account, tap your profile picture in the bottom right corner, hit the settings gear and select Family Centre. Select your child's profile, this is assuming you've set one up for them already, and tap on what they can watch. This is where you can set the age range that the content is directed at. You can also disable the search feature on YouTube entirely, so your kids are only able to watch suggested videos on their homepage. You can choose whether they can access YouTube Music or not as well. Next up, time management. We can't set a bedtime for children like we can on our own personal account, but we can give them a time limit. To do this, enter the YouTube Kids app, tap the settings icon and answer the maths question. Tap Set Timer and set this time between 1 minute or 60, and when the time is up, the app will lock until tomorrow. Number 3. Zero Shorts. For the first time ever, we have the Shorts feed limit option. If your teenager is struggling with the dopamine loop of short form video, you can now set the Shorts daily limit to 0. It doesn't block YouTube entirely, it just removes the Shorts tab so they can focus on intentional, long form content. Now unfortunately this will apply to your account too. Hopefully this can be changed in the future to where we can tweak settings between different profiles on our accounts as well as the bedtime settings. Now hold on a second, when I wrote and researched this video a few hours ago, I could change this to 0, but now the shortest I can limit it to is 15 minutes, so keep an eye on this. If you want more personal help with this kind of thing, head over to the One Connect website. Over there you can discover more expert tips and in-depth tutorials. Do you need help boosting your digital skills or growing your online business? Get in touch with our team for personalised support. Check our website in the description below. Number 4. The content levels. You have 3 choices: preschool, curated for ages 4 and under, younger for ages 5 to 8, and older, ages 9 to 12. Each level changes the safety net of what the search bar will show. Preschool is the only one that is manually vetted. Number 5. Approved content only mode. If you want total control, look for approved content only inside that same menu. This disables search entirely. Your child can only watch specific channels or collections that you have handpicked. Number 6. Blocking specific channels. You don't need a setting for this. While watching a video on your child's account, tap the 3 dots and then block this channel. The creator will never show up on their feed or search again. You can do this on your own account in the regular YouTube app as well, by going to a specific channel, tapping the 3 dots and selecting Hide User from My Children. Number 7. Clearing the history. Inside the privacy settings for your child, look for Clear History. Do this once a month maybe. It wipes the algorithm's memory and stops that rabbit hole of recommendations of weird or low quality content. Number 8. Pausing the watch history. And once the history is clear, toggle Pause History to on. This is the mindful way to watch. It stops YouTube from tracking your kids' habits, meaning they won't get sucked into binge loops based on their past views. Number 9. Disabling autoplay. When you're watching any video in YouTube Kids, tap the 3 dots and toggle autoplay to off. This should actually be off by default anyway. Unfortunately, the kid can just toggle this back on, unless you go and toggle it off in the regular YouTube app. Again, this will apply to your profile as well. You can do this by going into your settings and playback. Number 10. Using collections. If you are on a younger or preschool setting, you can turn on collections. These are groups of videos picked by real people like PBS Kids rather than an AI bot. It's the best way to ensure quality. And lastly, a bonus tip. Tap on your stuff in the YouTube Kids app. It shows exactly what they've watched. I'm not saying use it to be a spy, use it to see what they're into so you can talk about it over dinner. The 2026 updates on YouTube have taken a step forward. For the first time, YouTube has given us the tools to actually train our kids' brains for focus rather than just distraction. I've put a direct link to the parental controls and digital wellbeing playlist in the description for more deep dives. Check out our website in the description below. Learn in-demand skills like social media marketing, coding basics, and more. Our digital products are full of educational and informative ebooks, website templates, design elements, books, and more. If this walkthrough helped you, hit the like button. It helps other parents find the info too. And comment below, are you going to use that zero shorts feature, or do you think a 30-minute limit is enough? Let's talk about it. Stay safe and stay mindful.